Man by the name of Charles or Charlie that comes to you in spirit. And this goes back, and I feel this is an uncle to you, or a great uncle, wanting to send love and blessings to you. He says he's very proud. Then I heard of a spirit doctor by the name of Hastings coming to you. Your spirit doctor, one of many. Each of us, as you get these doctors, it's not uncommon for us to have up to 7 or 8 doctors, 7 or 8 or 9 master teachers, 12, 15 shamans, depending on our spiritual paths. And we're trying to bring that back into spiritualism, that rapport, because this is where your mediumship will take off for those that are students of metaphysics. They haven't taught this in years, but all the old mediums of the past held these names sacred to them. We're trying to get that back out with your gifts. Continue on, because there's going to be some travels between the two, because I feel this message is a dual message, because 2 friends here, there's going to be some travel, because I see something with the state of Arizona with you next year. And I see this by next July. And it's not clear, because they're showing me, and this is kind of a dual message, because the 2 of you are fascinated with many different aspects. Because I'm seeing something with Area 51, that goes over here. And then I see Sedona over here, because I feel like this is going to be a dual trip. And I also want to say there is a lady that stands behind you. And this is a grandmother, great-grandmother. She goes by the name of Anne. In that like vibration. One to send love and blessings. She's so proud of you, and she's going to continue leading you, and she's working with you. And there's something about bakery, and this is unusual, because you have clairsentiousness too, besides clairvoyance. You smell things. You're very sensitive. Your nose is extremely sensitive, they said. You smell bakery out of the clear blue sky. Does this make any sense to you?
Yeah, I've smelled it before. Yeah, I can't say I haven't.
Your grandma.
Okay.
On your father's side.
Okay, she's still around.
I'm talking about your great-grandma.
Okay.
But she used to bake, and so does your grandmother still, because she's showing me the pies especially.
Okay.
But it's your great-grandmother, and she says she's working through you.
Okay.
And then you also have a Sister Teresa that goes to you as a healing guide. You also have healing, because they're showing me you used to do exercises with some other friends, 2 other friends, mental exercise, because I felt like you did things with cars and telepathy. You were interested in those directions before.
Yeah.
You didn't really pursue it deep, but you've been searching all around the country. Well, in a 3-state area, they say. If this makes any sense. But it's going to get deeper. I also see college with you. Back again, I see more courses. I see both of you, actually. But I feel he's going more and more and pushing for it, because I see a master's degree with you.
Oh.
You are a teacher.
I got rejected. I applied to a bunch of graduate schools and got rejected last year, so trying again.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Keep kicking those doors down.
There's a reason I didn't.
And Grandma's saying that now. She's saying, just keep kicking them. I never let a bad day stop me. I just got back up and rolled with it. And she's saying she's so proud of you. She says, don't worry about that. You're going to change a few things in it. There's something about, there was a resume or some kind of application, and there were like a total of 5 paragraphs or something in this, if I'm not mistaken. But they said something about the first and the third you need to look at a little closer. You need to change the wording just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? Getting back to you. Say hello, please, so I can get back in your vibration.
Hello.
All right. First of all, I feel that there's a sister, an older sister around you in the living. So, somebody that you look to with a lot of respect. May not be a sister. A lot of times we adopt people that fill that role. But and I'm feeling the first name comes to me like Kathy or Kim. It starts with a K. And I'm seeing a lot of help and a lot of guidance there. But I also see something with children around you in the future. I see 2 children around you. I don't feel like you're ready right now. I feel like there's travel, there's career, there's study. And there is travel. Like I said, west next year. There's going to be a short trip this year. They're saying something about Connecticut that you'll be going to. And this is going to be like a 3-day stay. And there's some friends there. Somebody named Mark, and I'm trying to get the other. Starts with a D, like Deborah. You may be hearing from some friends, because I felt like you have college experience. You've been in college already, and they're showing me like 2 years. But I feel that you're also going for a degree. Actually, if we want to be honest, they're showing me you're not 30 years old.
No, I'm not 30 years old.
But by the age of 30, there's going to be...
I'm 33.
Okay, but there's going to be 2 degrees with you.
Okay.
If you don't have them already. But I see a master's and working for a doctorate. Because I see yellow light over your head, and yellow represents the intellect planes right there, the teaching planes. You have a lot of spirit help. And then I also heard a spirit doctor or a master teacher that's coming over to you. It's a Chinese, and because I'm seeing a bent over master. He's not really tall, but I'm seeing an old man with a long beard, and he's holding a stick like a cane, and he's walking. I see a lot of green, like almost like a jade color, and he goes by the name of Master Lee. And he goes to you, wants to identify himself, and he bows to you. And you're supposed to bow back to him, but in time, in affirmation. But this is one of your master teachers here. You have many teachers, because I also see, I hear of a nun, and it goes by the name of Maria. Maria, that goes to you also. And what she's showing me is help with healing, something about children, and I felt like you're going to get involved with people more and more in your life. But your real sympathies are with children, because you've seen some children that were abused for something, you know what I'm saying? And what Spirit is showing me that you're going to be working with children in the future. Somehow or another in your work. I'm not getting the specifics, but I see a drawing to that, because you're actually, what I'm seeing is an old soul in a young woman's body. You've lived many lifetimes before. And you've had some suspicions about this before, but you've never talked to anyone about this. But what they're showing me is, when you sit, there's a certain place that you meditated with, that you went with your parents many years ago, and you've recently went to or will go to, because I'm seeing something with a wooded, heavily wooded area, water. But when you look in the clouds, you drift, and you felt like you were somebody else at another time. Because I'm seeing you with a dress, like an 1830s, 1850s dress. You know how they had the big hoop skirts and everything? And you felt like you lived in that time. It's like you had these visions, and you do have the gift of remote viewing. Somebody has commented to you that they've seen you in other places.